She was born February 4th, 1913, and she was born in Tuskegee, Alabama, and she lived in Detroit, Michigan, and she died October 24th, 2005, and she was married to Raymond Parks. She was known for her role in the Montgomery bus boycott. She was honored as the First Lady of Civil Rights. On December 1st, 1955, she refused to give up her seat on a city bus to a white passenger that was standing up. She was fined $10 for her offense and $4 for court costs, which she did not pay. Instead, she went to court and won her case. Who am I?
I was born April 4th, 1928. I sadly died May 28, 2014. Here's fun facts about myself. I'm an actor, a writer. I like writing poems. I'm a singer and I'm a dancer. I wrote a book that's called I Know Why the Cage Bird Sing. And I wrote a poem that I'm gonna read a little bit of that's called Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Now, if you guys don't mind answering, who am I?
Weight on my shoulder. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head. You already know. Far across the river.
I was born March 1822 and died on March 10, 1913. I was an American abolitionist and social activist. After escaping slavery, I made some 13 missions to rescue about 70 people, including my family and friends, using the network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known collectively as the Underground Railroads. Who am I?
I am born on March 14th in 1997. I am married to Jonathan Owens. I have 11 Olympic medals. I am 4'8", and one of my teammates is Jordan. I don't know how to say that. Who am I?
I had grown up in a Dutch settlement and only knew how to speak Dutch. John Neely was an Englishman. He was not happy that I could not speak English. He beat on me often because I could not follow orders. I was smart, however, and soon learned English just by listening to others talk. Life as an enslaved person was very hard. My fourth and final owner was John Dumont. He treated me less cruelly, and I remained with Dumont for years. I was sold at an auction at the age of 9 along with a flock of sheep for $100. Quick facts: I was born the year of 1798. My birthday is unknown, so nobody knows. My birthday is New York. My birth country is in the United States. I am a female. I am best known for her speech on racial inequalities, and I Am Woman, delivered on the Ohio Women's Rights Conversation in 1851. Who am I?
Give me a hint. What's the last name?
No, you can't. I said it.
Yeah, she did say the last name.
I did say it.
What is it?
I said it.
Say it again.
Truth?
Truth.
Yeah, truth.
A million truths.
So Jordan.
Born January 26, 1994. My parents are Sally Davis and Frank Davis. My siblings are Ben Davis, Fiona Davis, Jordan Davis. I'm a Milton American Black activist who gained an international reputation during my imprisonment and trial on conspiracy charges in 1972. I'm a politic activist, author, and a scholar who is known for my work on social justice, prisoners' rights, and Black feminism. Who am I?
Is it a man?
American First Lady. She supported military families and ending childhood obesity. She married the 44th president. She has written 3 books. She has 2 daughters. She won 2 Grammy Awards. She is a Stevie Wonder fan. Who am I?
Is it Michelle Obama?
Born on October 20th in 1964 in Oakland, California. I am 60 years old now today. I graduated from Howard University. I served as the 49th VP of the U.S. from 2021 to 2025. I was the first Asian African American lady to be elected. In 2017, I was sworn in as a U.S. Senator for California. I went to a county district attorney office, and on January 21st, 2019, I announced my run for president and hosted my first press conference. My historic election as the Democratic vice presidential candidate was announced in May of 2020. I was the first Asian American to run for vice president on a major occasion in the United States. My nomination represents a big milestone opportunity for our democracy to acknowledge the leadership Black women have always shown, but has often been ignored. I was nominated as VP of the U.S. in 2021. Who am I?
Is it Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
June 22nd, 1947, and died February 24, 2006. And I was a pioneering writer of science fiction, and I began writing science fiction as a teenager. And I wrote the 2 parable books back in the 90s called Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents. And in 1995, I became the first science fiction writer to receive a MacArthur Fellowship. And all my awards is the MacArthur Fellowship, Hugo Award for Best Short Story, and Nebula Award for Best Novel. Who am I?
The violence is just too much.
Right. God gave you the power of words to express injustice and speak truth.
But they'll come after me.
Yes, they will. But faith is about standing firm, no matter the cost. Truth is light, and light always overcomes darkness.
I was born in the Smith person in Holly Springs, Mississippi, July 16, 1862. I was an African American journalist and feminist who led an anti-lynching crusade.
I was a leader in the civil rights movement, also one of the founders in the National Association of Advancement of Colored People, also known as NAACP.
It was at Shaw University that I received my early schooling.
However, at the age of 16, I had to drop out when tragedy struck my family. Both of my parents and one of my siblings died in the yellow fever outbreak, leaving me to care for her other siblings. Who am I?
I am the daughter of Jeff Fords. I was born September 28th, 1967. I'm the CEO of Pause and Peace. My father was the leader of El Rukin Gang. And my mission is to change the culture of urban youth in order to encourage their social control and nonviolent conflict resolution skills. Who am I?
Amina Matthews.
I was born in Boston to free slaves who had moved there from North Carolina. I was one of the first women to register to vote in Boston at the age of 74. I'm the first African American to study and work as a professionally trained nurse in the United States. I fought against racism and discrimination in nursing throughout my career. In 1879, I was the first African American to graduate from American School of Nursing. I learned I had breast cancer in 1923 and died at the New England Hospital on January 4th, 1926 when I was 80. My famous quote is, "Work more and better the coming year than the previous year." Who am I?
December 8th, 1954, I was the first Black child to be integrated into an all-white school. I am still alive to this day. To this day, I'm 70 years old. Today, I am an actor, activist, and philanthropist. One of my famous quotes are, famous quotes are, "Racism is a grown-up disease, and we must stop using our children to spread it. Don't follow the path. Go where there are no paths and begin the trail." Out of the commandments, if you can only keep one, the one you should keep is love thy neighbor. That is key. And this is the last one. At the time, I knew little about the racial fears and hatred in Louisiana. Where I was growing up, young children never knew about racism at the start. It's we adults that teach it. Who am I?
I was a historical philanthropist and a political and social nativist. I was the first self-made African American millionaire. I was in the Guinness Book of World Records. I was born in December 23rd, 1867 in Delta, Louisiana. I died May 25th, 1919 at the age of 51. In Irvington, New York, I had one child and one grandchild. I passed away due to high blood pressure and kidney failure. I was an orphan at 7. I started working as a child as a domestic servant. 5 siblings. I got married at the age of 14 to Moses McWilliams. And I had a bad dandruff and hair loss. Who am I?
I'm CJ Walker.
11th, 1914, and died November 4th, 1999. My mother brutally was murdered by 3 white men when I was a baby. I grew up in Arkansas with my mother and father, Hezekiah Gateson. My husband's name is L.C. Bates, and I am an African American civil rights activist. Who am I?